Hi guys, welcome back to the third video in a series on the MOBOTIX sync. So let's log in and get started. If you remember from the previous videos, this is the typical screen that'll show up. Your columns may be different depending on how you've set it up. Again, we are in the pause mode here. What we're gonna be talking about today is the configuration section. So if we go up to the settings bars here, come down to configuration, and this brings us into the configuration screen. This section allows the user to view, create, modify, delete zones, cameras, schedules, sections, and capacity counting areas. And you see those tabs up here. We'll go through each one of those. Zone tab that we're in now is a user-defined area that may include like other zones or cameras. And then when a plate is sent to sync by an LPR camera, that plate is assigned to the zone in which the camera is being configured. So sync will process each plate according to the zone's rules, checking if the vehicle is authorized or has generated an alarm, etc. It is possible for a zone to inherit the schedules of its parent zone. So I'll go ahead and click on the one zone that I've created. Again, a zone is a group of cameras or other zones. And you can see in here some of the information that you'll need to put in here. Anything with an asterisk needs to be filled out, even if it winds up being a zero. So again, this is just some of the information. We won't go through all of this. We've got the speeding alarm enabled, but again, I'm not doing that at this point. Then we've got prowling and kamikaze and dangerous goods. And again, if you check out the user manual, it'll explain prowling, how if you've got a vehicle being detected several times within a certain amount of time on the same camera, they could be prowling around that camera. Kamikaze is the wrong direction. A car heading in the wrong direction as it's set up to go through two cameras. So we'll go ahead and close the zones there, and you can see also the available users. I've got two users built in the system as we went over last time, the admin user and then the guard user. Okay, we'll move on to the cameras tab. So the cameras tab, this area shows basically all active cameras defined in the MOBOTIX sync, including environment cameras. So an environment camera, for example, if you're dealing with, let's say, an M73 where there's two sensors or can be two sensors on that camera, one could be honed in on catching plates where the other one could be more of a wider view. We would consider that an environment camera. So it's getting more of the environment around the LPR capture. Okay, and if I click on one of these, you can see we've got some information in here. You've got a details tab that you can fill out some information, synced information, and then the LPR configuration, the current configuration of the LPR for that sensor. And again, guys, we're not doing a deep dive into each one of these. That will be for later videos. This is enough just to get you up and running. Then we'll move over to the schedule tab. And so the schedule tab is basically, the schedule defines the authorized date ranges for each plate captured. If the captured date of the plate is within a schedule, then the authorization rules defined for that schedule are applied. Okay. We'll move to the sections tab. So the sections tab is more for like average speed alerts. Okay, so you've got the entrance camera, the exit camera, the distance between the cameras, and the maximum number of seconds that it should take between those captures. So yeah, so a length of road between any two cameras may be defined as a section, and this could be part of a road network, part of a large car park, or even a long entrance lane into an industrial estate where speed is to be monitored. Okay, and again, as we mentioned before, when you do see the configure list columns down here, you do have the ability to show different things, okay, position them, and so forth. Okay, in a matter of adding sections, just coming down to the add. Then we'll move over to the capacity tab, and this is more for like vehicle counts. So Sync can track the capacity within a defined area. For example, again, counting vehicles in a parking lot situation. You see I built one here by an example, although my cameras are not necessarily entrance and exits to parking lots, but you kind of get the idea, where if you've got basically all the entrances and exits covered, you can configure Sync to actually keep account of how many vehicles are in that lot at any given moment. Okay guys, so that's just a short video on the configuration section. Again, read through the manual as you're doing this. The manual has a lot of information as to how to do these configurations, and you'll be all set. So we'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching.